Are you avoiding wide pants because you think they'll make you look frumpy? After styling hundreds of women over 50, I've discovered that wide pants can actually be your most flattering choice when worn correctly. Wait until you see number 14. This styling trick creates such a dramatic silhouette change. Wide pants style number 1, the controversial high waist rule that fashion experts hate. Here's something controversial that fashion magazines won't tell you. The high-waisted wide pants they recommend are actually sitting in the wrong place on most women over 50. What's really happening is that your natural waist has shifted with age and hormonal changes, so following outdated waist placement rules creates a boxy, unflattering silhouette that adds years to your appearance. The professional secret that stylists use is finding your current optimal waist point, which might be higher or lower than traditional fashion rules suggest, depending on how your body has changed through menopause. I worked with a 58-year-old client who had given up on wide pants entirely because every high-waisted pair made her look wider and shorter. The breakthrough came when we ignored fashion rules and found her actual most flattering waist point, which was actually 2 inches higher than traditional guidelines suggested. When we positioned wide pants at this personalised sweet spot, the transformation was immediate. She looked taller, more proportioned, and incredibly elegant. Here's what to do. Stand sideways in a mirror and find the point where your torso looks most balanced. This is your optimal waist point, not what magazines tell you. Shop for wide pants that hit at this personalised point and don't be afraid to have them altered. Wide pants style number 2. Why fitted tops are actually wrong and what works instead. Stop believing that fitted tops are always the answer with wide pants. This outdated rule is making you look older and more conservative than you need to. The real issue is that skin-tight fitted tops create an unflattering contrast that emphasises every body change that comes with menopause, from breast shape changes to midsection shifts. What actually works better is the structured but not tight approach. Tops that have shape and definition without clinging to every curve or highlighting areas you'd rather minimise. One person I styled recently was frustrated because every fitted top made her feel self-conscious about her changing body after menopause. The fitted tops emphasised her new midsection weight and made her breast changes more noticeable. When we switched to structured blouses that skimmed her body with strategic draping and architectural details, she looked polished and confident without feeling exposed. The key is choosing tops with built-in structure, princess seaming, strategic darts, or architectural elements that create shape without clinging. Look for blouses with interesting necklines, subtle draping, or structured details that add sophistication. Brands like Lafayette 148 and Eileen Fisher excel at creating these structured but not tight pieces. Do you see what I mean? This approach is so much more flattering and age-appropriate than skin-tight fitted tops. Wide pant style. Number 3. The ankle-length mistake that ages you. Instantly. Here's what's aging you without you realising it. Wearing wide pants at the safe ankle length that fashion advice suggests is actually making you look shorter and older. The problem with standard ankle length advice is that it doesn't account for how our proportions change with age, particularly how our torso lengthens and our legs appear shorter. What creates a more youthful, modern look is the strategic crop technique, hitting at a specific point that creates the illusion of longer legs and better proportions for mature figures. Women who get this right always look more current and youthful than those who follow standard ankle length rules. The difference is dramatic. The right crop length can make you appear taller and more modern, while the wrong length makes you look dated and stumpy. Here's the secret. Your wide pants should hit at the narrowest part of your ankle, not the widest part that standard advice suggests. This creates a cleaner line and makes your legs appear longer. For most women over 50, this means going slightly shorter than traditional ankle length. When shopping, brands like Coas and Other Stories often get this modern proportion right. The visual test is that your legs should appear to continue seamlessly into your shoes, creating one long line rather than a chopped-off effect. I'm glad you're here learning these principles. If you want more insights like these, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I share styling secrets for women over 50 regularly. Now let's keep going because the next few tips are some of my absolute favourites. Wide pant style number 4, the celebrity styling trick that costs nothing. Here's what I share with my clients about creating instant sophistication. The way you position your body when wearing wide pants changes everything about how elegant you look. The reason this works so effectively is that wide pants require different posture and movement than fitted clothing, and most women don't adjust their body language accordingly. What I've found works consistently is the elongated stance technique that creates the illusion of height and grace regardless of your actual proportions. I see this mistake constantly in wide pants styling. Women slouch or stand with their weight shifted incorrectly, which makes even expensive wide pants look sloppy and unflattering. The transformation happens when you learn to stand tall with your shoulders back and your weight evenly distributed. Look at how Helen Mirren demonstrates this in her recent appearances wearing affordable wide pants from accessible brands. Notice how her posture makes even simple pieces look incredibly elegant and expensive. Here's the technique. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, shoulders back, and imagine a string pulling you up from the crown of your head. This creates the perfect foundation for wide pants to flow beautifully. The visual result is instant sophistication that costs absolutely nothing but makes everything look more expensive. Wide pants style number 5, why expensive wide pants look cheap, and how to fix it. Something I've discovered through my work is that price doesn't guarantee that wide pants will look elegant. I've seen $300 pants look sloppy and $50 pants look expensive. Here's exactly what makes expensive pants look cheap. Poor styling choices that work against the quality construction, creating a disconnect between the garment's potential and its actual appearance. The principle behind making any wide pants look expensive is understanding the specific styling elements that signal quality and sophistication to the observer's eye. A recent consultation showed me how dramatic this difference can be. The woman had invested in designer wide pants but was styling them in ways that made them look cheap and unflattering. When we applied the luxury styling formula, proper proportions, strategic accessories and confident posture, the same pants suddenly looked incredibly expensive and elegant. The luxury styling formula includes perfect length, hitting at the narrowest part of your ankle, strategic tucking, creating clean waistline definition, quality accessories, structured bag, sleek shoes, and confident posture, elongated stance. These elements work together to create an expensive appearance regardless of actual price point. The visual test is that observers should assume your outfit costs more than it actually did. Can you spot the difference these styling choices make in the overall elegance and perceived value of the outfit? Wide pants style number 6, the colour psychology secret stylists use. My clients consistently ask me why some colours make them look vibrant and others make them look tired, especially as their complexion changes with age. What I've learned through professional experience is that colour psychology plays a huge role in how others perceive your confidence, competence, and overall attractiveness in wide pants. The key insight is that certain colours in wide pants create psychological responses that either enhance or diminish how others see your authority and sophistication. What separates polished looks from amateur ones is understanding that colours affect perception differently when they cover a large area, like wide pants do. Rich, saturated colours in wide pants signal confidence and sophistication, while pale or washed-out colours can make you appear less authoritative and older. The psychology behind this is that bold colours suggest someone who's comfortable taking up space and making statements. For wide pants, choose colours that project the image you want: navy for trustworthiness, burgundy for sophistication, forest green for approachability, or charcoal for authority. Brands like Eileen Fisher and Lafayette 148 offer wide pants in psychologically powerful colours. The mirror test is crucial. Your colour choice should make you feel more confident and powerful, not invisible or apologetic. I'd love to know, which wide pant mistake have you been making? Be honest, I see these patterns all the time, and recognising them is the first step to fixing them. Wide pant style number 7, the fabric weight revolution. Here's something that comes up often in my consultations. The fabric weight of your wide pants determines whether you look expensive or cheap, regardless of the actual price. The professional principle behind this is that fabric weight affects drape, and drape is what creates the elegant flow that makes wide pants flattering rather than frumpy. What makes fabric weight particularly crucial is that wide pants require enough substance to hang properly while still moving gracefully with your body as you walk. Someone came to me frustrated because her wide pants always looked wrinkled and cheap, even though she'd invested in quality pieces. The issue was that she was choosing lightweight fabrics that didn't have the substance to create elegant drape. When we switched to medium-weight ponte, structured crepe and quality knits, the difference was immediate. The same styling looked infinitely more expensive and polished. When shopping for wide pants, look for fabrics that have body but aren't stiff. Ponte knits, quality crepe, structured jersey, or wool blends work beautifully. The fabric should feel substantial in your hands and hang smoothly when you hold it up. The visual test is that quality wide pants should maintain their shape throughout the day without wrinkling or losing their elegant drape. Wide pant style number 8, the belt placement revolution. Notice how most women belt their wide pants in the most obvious place, and this predictable choice is actually making them look boring and dated. Here's what's happening when you belt at the expected waist point. You're following rules that don't account for how belting can be used strategically to create more interesting proportions. The professional insight is that unexpected belt placement can create visual interest and more flattering proportions than traditional waist belting. Look at how Jane Fonda demonstrates creative belt placement with her wide pants in recent appearances. She sometimes belts slightly higher or uses multiple thin belts to create unique silhouettes, often wearing affordable pieces that look incredibly sophisticated through strategic styling. Notice what makes her approach so effective. It creates visual interest while still maintaining elegant proportions. Here's your advanced belting strategy. Try belting slightly above your natural waist for a more dramatic silhouette, or use a thin belt at your natural waist with a longer cardigan for layered sophistication. The key is intentional placement that enhances your proportions rather than just following standard rules. The visual goal is creating interest and flattering proportions through strategic belt positioning. Trust me on this. Creative belt placement elevates your entire look from predictable to sophisticated. Wide pant style number 9, the layering sophistication system. Something I always tell women is that layering with wide pants is an art form that can make you look incredibly sophisticated when done correctly. What makes strategic layering so powerful is that it adds visual complexity and interest while maintaining the elegant simplicity that makes wide pants flattering. The key principle is creating intentional layers that each serve a specific purpose in enhancing your overall silhouette and adding sophistication. I had a styling session where the woman wanted to look more polished and put together in her wide pants, but didn't know how to add interest without looking overdone. We developed a layering system using structured blazers, sleek cardigans, and interesting scarves that created depth and sophistication while maintaining clean lines. The result was outfits that looked effortlessly elegant and much more expensive than their actual cost. For sophisticated layering with wide pants, start with a fitted base, add one structured layer, blazer or cardigan, and finish with one interesting detail, scarf or jewellery. Each layer should enhance the others rather than competing for attention. The visual checkpoint is that your layers should create depth and interest while maintaining clean, intentional lines throughout your silhouette. Wide pant style number 10, the proportion mathematics. Through my work with women like you, I've learned that there's actually a mathematical approach to getting wide pant proportions perfect every time. Here's exactly what creates successful proportion with wide pants. The relationship between your fitted top length and your wide pant rise follows specific ratios that create optimal visual balance. What I've found works reliably is the golden ratio approach. Your fitted top should end at a point that creates the most flattering division of your total silhouette. This pattern shows up frequently when women feel like something is off about their wide pant outfits but can't identify the problem. The issue is usually proportion mathematics rather than individual pieces. The golden ratio for wide pants is that your fitted top should end at a point that divides your total silhouette into roughly 40% top and 60% bottom. This creates the most visually pleasing proportions for the human eye. For most women, this means your fitted top should end at your high hip point when wearing high-waisted wide pants. The mathematical approach takes the guesswork out of styling and ensures consistently flattering results. Your proportion strategy should follow this ratio regardless of your height or body type for optimal visual balance. What styling challenge would you like me to visually break down next? I love hearing what you're working on with your style journey. At Wide Pants Style number 11, the Texture Sophistication Strategy. Here's a different way to think about wide pants. They're the perfect canvas for creating sophisticated texture combinations that add visual richness without overwhelming your silhouette. The reason texture mixing works so brilliantly with wide pants is that the simple silhouette can handle complex textural elements that would be too much with busier clothing styles. What makes this approach particularly effective for women over 50 is that texture adds visual interest and luxury without relying on trendy details that might feel age inappropriate. What I notice repeatedly is that women who master texture mixing with wide pants always look more expensive and sophisticated than those who stick to single textures. The key is pairing smooth textures with interesting ones, silk blouses with wool pants, cashmere sweaters with linen trousers, or textured blazers with smooth wide legs. The contrast creates visual depth that signals sophistication and intentional styling. When mixing textures, limit yourself to 2 or 3 different ones per outfit to maintain elegance. Look for subtle texture differences rather than dramatic contrasts that might look costume-like. The visual goal is creating richness and depth while maintaining the elegant simplicity that makes wide pants so flattering and timeless. Wide Pants Style number 12, the Accessory Elevation Method. Let me share something that might help. The right accessories can transform basic wide pants into a sophisticated, expensive-looking outfit, but most women choose accessories that work against this goal. Here's what makes accessory choices backfire with wide pants. Choosing pieces that compete with the clean lines rather than enhancing the elegant simplicity of the silhouette. The professional approach is selecting accessories that add sophistication and polish without disrupting the streamlined elegance that makes wide pants so flattering. I observe this challenge often with women who feel their wide pant outfits need something more, but every accessory they add makes the look feel cluttered or overdone. The solution is the 3-point rule. Choose 3 strategic accessories that work together harmoniously. This might be elegant earrings, a structured handbag and a sleek watch, or a simple necklace, quality belt, and sophisticated shoes. Each accessory should enhance the others while respecting the clean lines of your wide pants. For wide pants, choose accessories with clean lines and quality materials. Structured leather goods, simple metal jewellery, and elegant scarves work beautifully. The visual test is that your accessories should make your outfit look more intentional and expensive, not busier or more complicated. Wide Pants Style number 13, the Neckline Strategy System. Here's what creates that polished, put-together look when styling wide pants. Your neckline choice dramatically affects how sophisticated and intentional your entire outfit appears. What I've found consistently works is that wide pants require necklines that create vertical lines and draw attention upward, balancing the horizontal emphasis of the wide silhouette. The key insight is that when your bottom half has significant visual weight, your neckline needs to provide enough interest to create balance without competing. A woman I worked with felt her wide pant outfits always looked unfinished and boring until we addressed her neckline strategy systematically. She was defaulting to crew necks and high necklines that made her look boxy and shortened her torso. When we switched to strategic V-necks, interesting scoop necks and open collars, her outfits gained sophistication and her proportions improved dramatically. For wide pants, choose necklines that elongate and create interest. V-necks, scoop necks, open collars, and interesting asymmetrical necklines work beautifully. The neckline should draw the eye upward and create length in your torso, while providing enough visual interest to balance the wide pants. Your neckline strategy should complement the flowing movement of wide pants with structured, upward-focused lines that enhance your overall sophistication. Here's what I believe every woman should understand. Neckline choice is the secret to making wide pants look intentional rather than accidental. Wide Pants Style number 14, the tuck-in transformation. Watch what happens when you master the art of strategic tucking with wide pants. This single technique can transform your entire silhouette and create that polished, intentional look you're after. Here's exactly why this works so powerfully. Different tucking techniques create different visual effects, and knowing which to use when makes all the difference in your final look. The professional secret is that tucking isn't just about putting fabric inside your waistband. It's about creating specific silhouettes that enhance your proportions and add sophistication. Look at how Oprah Winfrey demonstrates various tucking techniques with her wide pants in recent appearances. She uses everything from full tucks to strategic partial tucks, often wearing budget-friendly pieces from mainstream retailers that create sophisticated, polished looks through expert tucking. Notice what makes her tucking so effective. It always defines her waistline while creating the most flattering silhouette for her body type. Here's your advanced tucking strategy. For fitted tops, use a full tuck with slight blousing for softness. For slightly loose tops, try a partial front tuck to add shape. For longer tops, use the half tuck technique where you tuck just the front center portion. Wide pant style number 15, the seasonal transition mastery. Something worth understanding about wide pants is that fabric and styling choices need to shift strategically with the seasons to maintain sophistication year-round. Here's what makes seasonal transitions so important. The wrong fabric weight or styling approach for the season can make you look out of touch and affect how elegantly your pants drape. The principle behind successful seasonal styling is adapting your wide pant approach while maintaining the core elements that make them flattering and sophisticated. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is understanding that summer wide pants need lighter fabrics and different styling than winter versions, but both can look equally elegant. For spring and summer, choose linen blends, lightweight crepe, or breathable cotton in lighter colours, styled with sleeveless structured tops and open-toe shoes. For fall and winter, opt for wool blends, ponte knits, or heavier crepe in richer colours, paired with fitted sweaters and closed-toe shoes. The key is maintaining the same proportion principles while adapting materials and colours to the season. Which transformation tip will have the biggest visual impact for you? I'm excited to hear which technique you're most ready to try. Wide pant style number 16, the movement elegance factor. Here's something most women never consider. How you move in wide pants affects whether you look graceful and sophisticated or awkward and overwhelmed by fabric. The reason movement matters so much is that wide pants create a different silhouette when you're walking, sitting, and standing, and most women don't adjust their movement accordingly. What creates elegant movement is understanding how to work with the fabric flow rather than fighting against it, allowing the wide silhouette to enhance your natural grace. I worked with a client who felt clumsy and self-conscious in wide pants because she was moving the same way she did in fitted clothing. When we practiced the wide pant walk, longer strides, confident posture, and allowing the fabric to flow naturally, she immediately looked more elegant and comfortable. The key is taking slightly longer strides to allow the fabric to move gracefully, maintaining upright posture to let the pants flow from your waist, and sitting down by smoothing the fabric to one side rather than bunching it up. Practice walking in front of a mirror to see how the fabric moves and adjust your stride accordingly. Wide pant style number 17, the confidence psychology method. Let me offer another perspective on wide pants. Your mental approach to wearing them affects how others perceive your style and sophistication more than any technical styling detail. Here's what makes confidence so crucial with wide pants. They require a different energy than fitted clothing, and if you feel uncertain, others will perceive the look as unsuccessful. The professional insight is that wide pants demand what I call ownership energy, the confidence to take up space and make a statement with your presence. What strikes me about this issue is that women who approach wide pants with confidence always look more sophisticated than those with better technical styling but uncertain energy. The confidence method involves 3 elements: mental preparation, reminding yourself that you deserve to look elegant; physical preparation, practicing good posture and movement; and style preparation, ensuring every element of your outfit works together harmoniously. Before wearing wide pants, take a moment to adjust your mindset. You're not hiding in these pants, you're making an elegant statement. Stand tall, move with purpose, and own your space. Wide pants style number 18, the investment strategy framework. Here's something I think every woman should know. Building a wide pant wardrobe requires a strategic approach that maximizes versatility while minimizing cost and closet space. What I know from years of experience is that the right investment pieces in wide pants can create dozens of different looks, while poor choices leave you with expensive pieces you rarely wear. The framework I use with clients focuses on choosing foundational pieces that work across multiple seasons, occasions, and styling approaches for maximum return on investment. Something that consistently surprises my clients is how 3 well-chosen pairs of wide pants can create more outfit options than 10 pairs of poorly chosen ones. The investment framework starts with 1 pair in a neutral colour, navy, charcoal or black, in a medium weight fabric that works year-round. Add a second pair in a rich colour, burgundy, forest green or deep brown, for variety, and a third in a lighter weight for summer. Each pair should fit perfectly at your optimal waist point and hit at the right ankle length. Focus on quality construction and classic proportions rather than trendy details. Wide pant style number 19, the styling shortcut system. Here's an approach that could be really helpful, having a systematic method for styling wide pants quickly and successfully, especially for busy mornings when you need to look polished fast. The reason shortcuts matter is that wide pants require more thought than fitted clothing, and without a system you might avoid wearing them or make styling mistakes under time pressure. What I've developed through my work is a foolproof formula that works every time, regardless of the specific pieces you're combining or the occasion you're dressing for. I'm excited to share something that might help streamline your morning routine while ensuring you always look sophisticated in wide pants. The shortcut system follows this formula. Fitted top plus structured layer plus quality accessories plus confident posture equals instant sophistication. Keep 3 go-to fitted tops that work with all your wide pants, 2 structured blazers or cardigans for layering, and a set of quality accessories that elevate any outfit. This system eliminates decision fatigue while ensuring consistent results. The beauty of this system is that it works regardless of your specific pieces or personal style preferences, creating a reliable foundation for elegant wide pant outfits. Wide pant style number 20, the timeless elegance secret. This is what I hope every woman realises. Wide pants represent a return to timeless elegance that transcends trends and creates a sophisticated personal style that improves with age. The ultimate secret is that wide pants aren't just a fashion choice. They're a lifestyle choice that prioritises comfort, elegance and confidence over fleeting trends and uncomfortable restrictions. What makes wide pants truly special is their ability to make you look polished and put together while feeling comfortable and confident, creating the perfect balance for women who want both style and substance. The most elegant women I work with understand that wide pants are an investment in their long-term style strategy, not just a temporary trend to try. When you master wide pants, you have a foundation for effortless elegance that works for decades, not seasons. They represent a mature approach to style that prioritises quality over quantity, comfort over suffering, and timeless appeal over trendy details. The secret to timeless elegance is choosing pieces and techniques that enhance your natural beauty and confidence rather than fighting against them. You now have 20 powerful strategies to transform your wide pant game and look effortlessly elegant. Pick the 3 techniques that resonated most with you and start implementing them this week. I'd love to hear about your transformation in the comments. Check out one of the 2 videos on your screen now. See you in our next video.